Picture this. You're at home watching your all-time favorite god of an actor, Matthew McFadden, in one of his most iconic roles during his career, Mr. Darcy from Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. Well, if you're being brutally honest, you don't actually understand much about that film. I mean, what are they even saying?
Why do you ask such a question?
To make out your character, Mr. Darcy.
And what have you discovered?
Very little. I hear such different accounts of you as puzzle me exceedingly.
I hope to afford you more clarity in the future.
Like, what? But that is not the point, because you're too focused on that hunky British guy, Mr. Darcy. But a part of you wanted to go deep into the lore, understand the story even more. But it's frustrating because you don't even know what single thing they're saying. Well, that sums up the struggle of us students.
I'm retarded?
Fear not, because no one is actually perfect at English, not even native speakers. So today I will be explaining about one of the most important techniques for you to understand literature better. It is called as context clues. Let's dive in. First of all, what is the definition of context clues? Well, if you check this giant Cambridge book, you will find basically nothing. So let's just put it aside, shall we? Because I came up with a better definition myself. So context clues is basically a way for you people, whenever you're watching movies or listening to your favorite tunes, or just simply reading a book, to be able to guess the meaning of a certain word that you find foreign, that you encounter but you don't know the meaning. So to gain more clarity of the word, you need to guess the meaning. Yes, guess in this case is very important. To guess the meaning of the word in accordance to the sentence. This context clues, well, I think it's important enough for you to get more knowledge of vocabs. And who doesn't want that? So right now I'm going to explain one of the most important and also useful techniques for you to have better understanding of context clues. So it goes by the name of LP3R. LP3R is a cycle that starts with look at, predict, reason, resolve, and redo. They all explain the steps when you encounter an unfamiliar word or a foreign word in a sentence. So yeah, this cycle keep on going until you can learn English better. So I will give 3 examples, and also I will show you how to implement this cycle to the examples that I will give. Pay attention to the sentence. Jack doesn't have any problem with making friends, but retaining them is another story because no one can stand his selfish attitude. Yep, that's a sentence. This is the perfect time to use the LP3R. So the question of the unfamiliar word I'm going to highlight is retaining. What does retaining mean? The first one you need to look at, the first step of LP3R. What is the meaning? What's the context of this sentence? Jack doesn't have any problem with making friends. I assume that the meaning of this is the contradicting meaning between making friends and then retaining them. Yeah, that's my prediction. So I predict the definition of retaining as maintaining or keeping. I've done with the third step, and then the fourth one, resolve. I'm gonna find the definition on Google. Well, you know what? That's correct. So yeah, redo. Let's take another example. Okay, so for the second example, you can see this clip of one of the most popular animated movie, Akira.
The drugs we were using to keep him under control are wearing off. He won't be able to control his rapidly increasing power. He's in a very unstable condition.
So, the unfamiliar word or phrase of this clip is wearing off. Feel free to replay the clip if you don't know where the wearing off is. Anyway, there are multiple clues that we can use to determine the meaning of wearing off. First of all, the context of the clip itself. So the guy was given drugs to control his so-called rapidly increasing power. But well, as we have watched earlier, he showed the total opposite of that. So this gives us the clue of what wearing off means. because he didn't have control because of the drug was quote-unquote wearing off. So I predict the meaning of wearing off is fading or decreasing. The decreasing number of drugs of controlling him leads him to being crazy like that. So let's check on Google. Well, turns out I'm right. Short explanation for number 3. So this clip is from 2005's Pride and Prejudice by Joe Wright.
I'm so sorry to intrude. They said that the house was open for visitors. I had no idea.
So the unfamiliar word is intrude. The meaning of that, what is the meaning of that? So the clue, I can from the sentence, what? I have no idea that, nah. So as you can see from her mimic, she doesn't know, maybe she barged into the house and she doesn't know that there's a person living in there. So yeah, I predict that meaning of intrude is barging in, entering to someone's property without the person noticing. So let's just check on Google. Well, that's correct. So thank you for watching this video. I hope it's useful for your studies. I'd like to apologize if there's any mistake. Thank you.